This is the Meta Quest 3, Zuckerberg's third generation standalone virtual and mixed reality headset. Again, featuring the Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 upgraded pancake lenses with two LCD displays of 2064 by 2208 at 90 to 120 Hz refresh rate, a 110 horizontal field of view, 96 vertically, two monochrome sensors used for position and inside-out tracking, 4 coloured megapixel cameras used for mixed reality pass-through and a depth sensor, 2 wireless Touch Plus controllers that are powered by 2 AA batteries that no longer use an infrared ring but instead are augmented by internal sensors tracked from the headset, integrated speakers / microphone, connectivity such as Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2, 128 or 512GB storage, and retails for about $500 US, £415 and 800 Australian dollars. Let's check it out. Quite surprisingly, this is a good quality headset for the value you're getting, so I guess I'll talk about the positives first. The cost. This is probably the best VR you're going to get at a reasonable price. Not cheap by any means, but when you stack it up against, let's say, the Pimax Crystal, Vario Aero, or even the Vision Pro, the Quest 3 has good bang for its buck. Of course, those other headsets are 10 times better, but also cost a fuckload, so yeah, Meta, good job. As for the displays, I'll point out the elephant in the room. These lenses are a massive upgrade. Zuckerberg has ditched the typical Fresnel lenses and hello pancakes. This means that God rays and glaring is completely gone, and as for screen door effect, basically non-existent. There's also a 30% increase in pixels, which coming from the Valve Index that uses 1440 by 1600 per eye, it's a huge step in visual quality and fidelity. The controllers feel superb and are very light. No more halo rings, which means less chance of breaking them. The tracking is also pretty on point. Not perfect like Lighthouse Towers, but still, 95% of the time, they work great. Another highlight, this is an all-in-one, PC, standalone and mixed reality, which this is my first time giving it a decent go, and it's interesting, I'll give it that. Your environment comes alive and the graphics are clean and sharp. The Q3 is also PC compatible that can be connected via direct cable, AirLink or Steam Link, which, get this, actually works good, but be warned, the battery on this device is dog shit and we'll talk about that later. I've got to admit, the visual clarity as well as the colours, very vibrant and give off a more natural look. The sweet spot is also large enough, no warping and very minimal barrel distortion. Games like Pavlov run solid enough. We bumped up the refresh rate to 120 and it ran smooth, with the occasional hiccup now and then. Hopefully we'll see 144Hz mode in the future, as Meta are pretty committed when it comes to software updates. The sound produced from the mini built-in speakers delivers some decent audio with some higher pitch frequencies, but the bass levels are low. I'm missing the index already, those subs are the bomb. But hey, there is a 3.5mm headphone jack, so at least there's that option. Although I do question the microphone, seems to be worse than the Quest 2 and miles behind the Index, so here's how it sounds. Beers Pizzas testing the audio on the Quest 3. Beers Pizzas testing the audio on the Valve Index. So that gives you a rough idea. I mean, it's decent enough. Could always ship a headset without one, like the Vario Aero. I want one. Navigation through menus, apps and games is also a breeze. You can find a whole bunch of settings and just about everything to do with the Quest 3. Again, it all looks sharp. I also forgot to mention that we have an IPD slider now, from 58 to 70mm. It should accommodate just about everyone. Big improvement from the Q2 that only had preset adjustments. So the hardware definitely checks out. What about the software? May I present to you, Asgard's Wrath 2 is a 2023 RPG that's developed by Sanzaru Games, published by Oculus Studios, winning the 2024 annual DICE Awards for Most Immersive Reality Game of the Year. This shows off the raw power of that Gen 2 Snapdragon processor. I don't want to give too many spoilers out, a title like this should be experienced firsthand, but it is freaking immersive and was actually bundled in with my Q3. Cheering! Put it this way, if you're into God of War on the PlayStation, then this is a must-have, just brilliant. That brings me to the finger, hand and body tracking. It's functional, but I feel as if this is still in its early stages of development. Honestly, I prefer using the controllers, but it's a good feature to have nonetheless. The Vision Pro is king when it comes to this kind of tech, but again, it costs $5,000 to $6,000. So that's just the basic rundown of the Q3. I've only put about 20 hours into the headset as of filming this video, so consider this to be my initial thoughts. But overall, it's a delightful device that offers exceptional experiences throughout pass-through, mixed and virtual reality. Is it perfect? Hell no. let's discuss the negatives. First up, the bloody head strap. Why does Meta keep doing this? Just make it decent. Oh wait, they did, and for an extra $200, you can have the basic necessities that every other headset already has. Don't waste your money. Go and get a third-party product that will cost you a lot less. $70 is what I paid for this bad boy, and it also has an external battery. Which brings me to my next complaint. The battery life is not good. I got just over 1 hour and 30 minutes playing Half-Life Alyx. That is Pez. Of course, Meta knew this was an issue, which may entice customers to get the Elite strap. Well, don't. Spend your dollars elsewhere. Now, if you're buying the Q3 strictly for PC use, you might want to consider this. As good as Steam Link is, you're still going to suffer from frame stutters or lag, which that's just how Wi-Fi works. There's a tremendous amount of data being processed. So yeah, tethered cord still the best option for a solid connection. I'll also mention that the marketing for this device is a fat lie. Looks nothing like that. Although it's nothing out of the ordinary in this day and age of advertisement, it's made by this guy. What do you expect? But if you can look past a few of these issues, then hey, the Quest 3, it's not half bad.